Background and membrane blocking, please do not use these kind of tweezers like we did here. They should have flat ends, not to damage the membrane. Is blocking temperature sensitive? That was one of the question. It is depending upon protein and antibody pair. And we are actually using the PVDF membranes, which we are drying after blocking, and they can be used 1 to 2 weeks later. Or without blocking, we store PVDF membranes for several months. So you can stop in your Western blot protocol at certain point and continue later. This is how we are storing our prepared membranes. You need to keep in mind that this is only possible with PVDF membranes. So we have certain sets of samples which we have separated on a gel, transferred to the membrane, and then we're storing these membranes up to 6 months. So your precious samples actually will be safer on the membrane than in a cell extract in a freezer. And you dry them protein side up, and then you can put them in a plastic bag for storage. Also, this kind of treatment will further denature the proteins, because air drying will further unfold the proteins. Some proteins may partially refold during Western blot procedure, and that way they will make binding place for antibody less accessible. So this is a good tip, and we have a whole box filled with these membranes, which we can use with specific samples up to 6 months. And when it comes to blocking, please see here the examples which I prepared for you. There are different blockers, of course. Over the years, I've seen that most efficient with plant samples is 5 to 10% non-fat milk. We have also commercial blockers which perform quite well. We have PVP40, which is non-protein blocker, used quite successfully by some laboratories. We have BSA, as you see, lowest down the list, and gelatin. I'm not really fond of it. Some people are mixing non-fat milk with BSA, but I don't think it really matters. And here you can see 2 examples. So in this first example, we have 30-minute blocking, 1% milk, and the last says antibodies worthless. It's so much cross reactions here. And then I ask them to extend the blocking time to 1 hour and increase the blocker to 5%. And then we have blocked unspecific binding places, and the signal to noise ratio is quite good. So in this case, the blocking was done in room temperature, and that was enough for this protein antibody pair. But in some cases, the blocking has to be done overnight. This is this second example here. So the blocking was done in 5% milk overnight, because blocking at room temperature was not enough. So please keep in mind, this is strictly dependent upon your protein antibody pair, and it needs to be empirically tested.